Welcome to Legal Dilemmas, where you will find clear, concise legal advice. My name is Brenda.
And my name's Safina.
Today's episode is going to discuss issuing a divorce and whether consent is required. Now, Safina, I've had a question from a client. He wants to know if he can issue proceedings for divorce and conclude the divorce without the permission of his wife because she is presently refusing.
Right, okay. Brenda, he can issue, so he can apply for a divorce. Yes, there's no issue with that, as long as he can prove that the marriage has broken down irretrievably, because that's the requirement under the law. He can issue divorce proceedings online through the digital portal, and that's been in existence since the 6th of April 2022. Once he's actually done that, what he will need to do is basically wait, because the court will then need to send or serve the papers on the other party, so his wife is, and if she doesn't accept service, then he'd probably need to instruct a process server. So that's a person who will essentially serve her with the court papers, and that's the best way really to deal with it. I mean, you shouldn't try and serve her personally, one, because it's not the right approach to take, and two, it's likely to cause all sorts of difficulties, and you shouldn't try and get a third person either involved.
Okay, so if he personally serves her with the papers, the divorce can proceed to the next stage, whether she acknowledges them or not.
Yeah, essentially, once the process server has served her, he will produce what's called a statement of service, which will be filed with the court. The court will then process the divorce, so it's normally 20 weeks to get a conditional order and a further 6 weeks to get a final divorce order. And hopefully during that time, he can try and resolve any other outstanding matters to do with finances or children.
Okay, so that's the issue, he said. Apparently she's been saying to him, I want to know what's happening with the house and where are the children going to live. So what would we say to him about that then?
Well, he can't fast track these matters. They're separate matters to the divorce. So essentially he needs to see these as 3 separate matters: the divorce as one, the finances as the second matter, and the children as the third matter. Now, so far as the finances and the children are concerned, he would, Brenda, need to first of all go down the mediation route, because that's a legal requirement. It's only if mediation is exhausted or doesn't work that he can then proceed to issuing the relevant applications through the court.
Okay, thank you. I think you've answered the question. And in summary, he can issue proceedings for divorce without the permission of his wife, and she does not have to consent for the divorce to succeed. And of course that applies to a wife who is issuing proceedings against the husband. As long as the marriage has irretrievably broken down and they've been married for more than 1 year, he can proceed.
Absolutely.
Okay, I hope that answered the question. Hopefully you found this content useful. Please like, subscribe and comment. And if you have any other questions around this area, please request information in the comments.